I talked about some technical things about the game, very important thing, and I want to talk about something more mental right now because the game is not only about technique, cube control, knowledge, but it's about mental side that how to practice correctly, how to achieve your goals and dreams. I know that many players, dreaming to become professional players, or knowledge about the game. So I would like to share. So right now I want to talk with the beginner players. That means, if you're just starting out, I basically recommend to take some coach because you don't want to waste any time, wondering about what is right, what is not good, what is, what is average. You want to get a proper coach, doesn't matter, it could be me, it could be other coach, but the coach should be experienced and good, and he has to know what he does, okay? So you need to have a correct fundamentals first, and it's gonna give you a strong base, because if you have a strong fundamentals, then obviously your mental game is gonna be even better, because if somebody says that everything is in your head, I don't agree, especially the lower end, because you need to understand deeply what is happening. So I've got a question: why so sometimes play very bad, sometimes snooker like your snooker is stuck? Because probably you have some bad habits on your fundamentals, and probably you lack a little bit knowledge about your game. So I think this is the major thing. So what I want to say again, you have to work on your fundamentals, because if you have a correct fundamentals, then it's much easier to build a good base. And once you can get better, you can focus on your basically mental things, like how to prepare your mind before competitions, how to eat properly, how to sleep properly, how to focus on the thing what is most important at that particular moment, and don't focus about negative or too positive things. Because snooker is at the moment game. If you lose focus, then it's precise on what you think and what you do. Because if you just were gonna think about your job, your children, your family, your friends, it's just not gonna happen. Okay, guys, it doesn't matter what kind of talent you are. I mean, you just wasting your time if you think about other stuff. So you have to understand that when you practice on something, you have to be extremely focused on what you do. That means if you practice something, okay, so you have to have a goal, where you want to be. Let's say if you're a beginner, then you have to work. Today I'm gonna work on my stance, and that's it. Stand, this is my crucial goal. And then you work for the 30 minutes only about stance, and you also cannot hit any ball at all. Like, you just work on your balance, you watch some video, you take some coaching from somebody, and you work on that. And the good coach is that who works on one or two things at once, because if the coach is gonna give you some advice, about stance, about cue action, about aiming, about cue control, it's gonna mess your head totally. So you have to work on one or two things at least maximum at once, and it's gonna be more than enough to get a lot of improvement in your game over time. So let's imagine if you work for 2-3 days only on stance, then after 3 days you're gonna have a strong base and understand what is good stance for you, what is not stance for you. And once you get that, then everything will get naturally better. And then you can go to next stage: grip, address position, some awkward cueing shots, off the cushion shots, and yeah. Talai Khan, hi, how are you? How to choose your cue? Did you make a video on it? Gosh, probably I made it on summer, but the video quality was bad, and I decided not to make. But I can talk about right now about the cues. I'm gonna back to the topic, but don't choose a cheap cue. Just don't do that. Okay? If you expect that you can get a good cue under 200 euros, you're totally mistaken. I mean, if you want a normal, proper cue which works, buy a normal cue, not some cheap, club cue. You just 100 euros and purchase it. I mean, if you want a proper queue, I mean, I understand your financial. It could be the financial situation is not great, but you just have to invest some money, like 300, 500 euros at least, if you want to get a normal, decent queue. Maybe if you are Stephen Hendry and you're lucky to get a 80-pound queue and win 6 world championships with this, so sorry, 7 world championships with this, then yeah, of course, it could be happen one of the million queues, but in general, like 300, 500 euros queue, this is a good way to go. Actually, it also affects your mental state, because if you play with the not straight queue and it deflects a lot, and if you play with the side spin, it just goes off the line. I mean, it's gonna make your mind crazy, guys, crazy. Good queue is so essential. You want to have a good tip, you want to have a decent length queue. So if you, especially if you are a tall guy like I am 6'2", I cannot have a normal standard queue, and expect something. Okay, Igor asks, tell about straight aim. Show it, please. Tell me about the practice in left hand. Yeah, sure. I can show it. I just have to. I will show my cue. So, guys, this is my cue case. Okay, I'm gonna turn my camera around. So this is my cue case. I will tell you a story. When I was traveling to Kiev to my friend Igor, after it broke up, like my 200 case queue broke up, and it was a funny story. I mean, after that, I didn't travel a lot because we had a quarantine time, so it was funny. If we talk about queues, so yeah, this is my queue. It's a Trevor White queue. Handmade queue, special offer for me, and my queue cost about 1,100 pounds, guys. It's pretty expensive stuff. You can buy a car. If you're starting out, I don't recommend for that price, but for me, queue is very, very important, and I have to be, very careful on what I choose. So this is the straight aim device. Cool stuff, guys. I practiced with this device for already 2 weeks. I will show you example. I practiced with 2 weeks. You can put over the queue. You can see this how I use straight aim device on my first quarantine, and I made let's see, today I made 96 break on the line with my left hand after 3 weeks of practice. 96, before I could make a 16. So this is a totally great device. I will leave a description where you can look about this device, but I think this is a game changer, and I think this is gonna be a bestseller in snooker world. This is what I think. I promote this device by myself as well, and I think it has a bright future, guys. Right now, it's not the cheapest one. It costs $280 US, but you get lots of value for the money, because your game is gonna improve a lot, and you're gonna achieve way more than guys who just playing for 3 months and don't practicing with this device. So this is what I think. So prices, guys. I'm gonna sit to my couch. What I think, somebody asked about the table, so I will tell you the table could cost 1,000 pounds. Table could cost 10,000 pounds if you buy a new brand star table. But the average, good normal quality table should cost about 2,000, 3,000 pounds range is good enough. I think this is what you can expect to get. Yeah. If we talk about table cost. So not yet, we don't have any questions. Tela just said, Tela, thank you for the question. How much tables you're tipping your club? How many tables I have? Because I am on the pool club, snooker clubs are not, sorry guys. Tables are not, sorry, snooker clubs are not working right now. So yeah, sorry guys, I just here, let me show you the table. So this is the table, brand new. Okay, so what I do, basically guys, if you're interested in my coaching, I have lots of videos on YouTube channel, about more than 100. So there is lots of things which you can learn, but I do online coaching stuff and I do video courses. And especially if you're a beginner player and you want to improve your game a lot, I totally recommend to take one of the courses, Snooker Basics course, especially if you're a beginner player, you want to get a structure, you want to get a training methodology, and you want to get my personal mentorship coaching. And I think with this kind of approach, you can achieve great results. And you might ask, why I have to bother to buy a course, why I can go to any YouTube channel and see what kind of videos any coach share. Sure, you can do that, but do they have a structure? Do they know how to get the player from A to point Z? Because you have to understand that every player is slightly different and they need a slightly different approach. So in the course, you not only get a video tutorials, 3.5 hours long, no BS, only straight to the point courses, but also you get a text PDF files on how to do certain things step by step, and also you get my mentorship coaching, which means that you can share your videos with me and I share tips about what you can do better every single day. So you have a choice. You can have a one-on-one coaching with me, or you can have video courses. So we have, like right now, training devices, video courses, mentorship programs, and online coaching. And I will explain, like, let's say you play some straight shots to the corner pocket and you see that you play a little bit across the ball. So I will see exactly where your grip should be, how you have to aim on the shot, how have a good, address position, body position, how to approach to the shot properly and twist your shoulders around. Everything you're gonna get from my coaching. And definitely, if you will take a program, which like many people already did, you will get results. That's for sure, 100%. And I truly believe that you will make a good decision, achieve many good things. So guys, I already speak for the 30 minutes. I'm gonna go to the mental topics. So yeah, and also, when you get to the better level, you have to understand that mental things are very important, especially if you want to make big breaks, you want to win frame when you are losing for 50, 60 points and you need to do a total clearance to win up the game. So obviously you need to control your breathing, you need to have a good self-emotional control, emotions control, yeah. And also you have to have a bottle and confidence about your game, because otherwise, it doesn't matter how talented you are, you're not gonna clear up. And those guys who are in top level, like Judd Trump, Sobe, Ronnie, Kyron Wilson, they are really, really mentally strong players, and they not only technically very strong but also mentally. Because you see lots of Chinese guys, maybe Bentala will have a breakthrough year, but most Chinese guys, they are technically very, very strong, but somehow mentally they cannot produce good stuff, because maybe they a little bit too stuck into their techniques. They don't have a good shot selection or cue control like those top guys. So this is why you see why so many guys are dominating for the 20 years and still are dominating, even if they are almost like 50 years old, like John Higgins, Mark Williams, Ronnie, crazy. It's hard to imagine a sport who are at the top level that are 45, 46 years guys, except maybe darts. But in other sports, there is no chance that on that age you can be a top performer. But this is baby snooker because it's not that physical. And if we talk about concentration, you have to just have the ability to be at the moment, guys, at the moment. This is the key word. If you think about what happens at present, and you don't think about what happens will happen in the future or happen in the past, you're just gonna perform very, very well. Because if you ask somebody what they think about in the flow state, they usually answer, I don't think anything. It just my thinking just comes up. It's like so simple. Videos where I show some specific technical things about the game, but hopefully this video is gonna maybe attract some other audience which are more interested in more deeper stuff. And if you like my style, if you think that I can specifically help you to achieve your goals, then I recommend to take my coaching, video courses, or training devices. It's just up to you guys. And right now, I'm just gonna wish you best of luck and love you from India. Yes, love you from Lithuania. Thank you guys. Enjoy stream, and I'm today in very, very good mood, so I made the 2 live streams. One wasn't that successful. I mean, content was good, but my face wasn't seen. So maybe some guys you feel awkward a little bit about my teachings. Yeah, that's it, guys. See you soon. Peace. Tomorrow or today evening I will upload a new video with the video editing. So check the video out, guys. Enjoy.